Would you be excited if your childhood bully all of a sudden started working at the place where you start working? I don't know if you'd be excited. Jbird, you said a buddy of yours is actually kind of going through this?
Yeah, so this guy that I know is now working with a guy that used to bully him. He's back in the area working at the same job, so he's got to see him all the time. And he said he's still kind of jerky.
Really?
And he said the bullying was terrible growing up. To the point, the whole toilet thing, pushing your head in the toilet, getting toilet paper wet and then throwing the toilet paper off your neck in class. Stuff like that. And the guy's back in the area, and he has to see this guy all the time. He doesn't have to really talk with him a lot, face to face, but he's in the same area. He has to see him. He has to hear him.
Yeah, that would be tough. I mean, I think probably the best thing you can do just now that you're an adult, I mean, nobody can take your head and shove it in a toilet and do all those kind of like bullying things now, so I don't think you have to worry about the same stuff.
There's this one video where they had one of those town hall kind of a things, and the guy leading the town hall, he was either the principal or the superintendent of the school area, and the guy in the microphone's talking about his bully as a childhood, and then he goes, by the way, you were that bully. He calls out the superintendent guy, and the guy ended up losing his job.
Wow.
Because they went back and looked into it.
Because he was a childhood bully?
Because he was a childhood bully. The guy ended up stepping down from his position.
Wow.
I know. I'll send you the link. It's a real story.
That's intense.
The guy called him out in front of everybody, and then the guy ended up stepping down.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder, too, I mean, is a bully sometimes subjective? Or is a bully always a bully?
I think it depends, but I mean, sometimes the bully's being bullied. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and yes for both of you. I know what you're talking about, and I think sometimes it can be. Sometimes people will call bullying, and it's not bullying. It's just two people having an argument.
Yeah.
There is real bullying, and then there's this another thing where people get into an argument, and now that's considered bullying.
Or it can be. I mean, the crew that I kind of hung out with, we were all pretty cutting. It was a pretty tough crowd. And you'd probably, if you stepped into that, be going, okay, it's bullying, but that's just the way we talk to each other. We were jerks to each other.
To me, bullying is when you are preying on somebody, you are keeping them down, you're intimidating them.
You're seeking them out just to try to hold them down.
If you and another guy don't get along with each other and you're always at each other's throats, I don't know if that's bullying.
I would imagine it'd be pretty satisfying. Can you imagine if you're now the job and all of a sudden somebody comes working and you have power over your bully? That would be a great position to have because now you can't really do anything, and that's the thing about today. And as you grow up, I think that's just stuff that has to be in the past. To me, I don't know how you can go and do anything to a bully.
If you were kids, I can say yes to that. But if you were like teenagers, like high school, and this person bullied you in high school, then, I mean, that's more fresh than like when you're little kids making stupid mistakes, you don't know any better, you're dumb.
It depends on, too, what kind of bully you're dealing with. There's some really terrible bullies out there that will, hold you down and do terrible things.
I think there are a lot of people, I've talked to some people that it does, even though it might have been in fourth grade, that what their bully did to them back in the day, it's a trauma that still sits with them.
I told you about the one, I was in Publix, and I looked behind me, and the kid that used to, I would be on the little outside area back at Lake Park Elementary, and I was in probably second grade, and this kid named Jonathan, who was in sixth grade, just wanted to always pick on me, and he'd always take his two hands and do that symbol thing across your ears, so you bing, all of a sudden, I'd have my back turned and go like that, and a ring in your ear. Which
you deserve a swift nard kick for that.
Yeah, I saw that cat in Publix one time. It was weird.
You should have done the same thing to him.
Yeah.
Did you have any conversation?
I think I said hello. I don't think he brought up us being in Lake Park, and I don't think he remembered the. Although I do believe he probably remembers. If he dug deep, there's no way. Why would he even say anything?
Somebody, Babs in the chat room said, what's interesting is now because of Facebook, every now and then your old bully, they get a conscience and they reach out on Facebook. And it's weird had that happen where the old bully reached out. It's like, hey, how you doing? They try to act like nothing ever happened. I think to kind of almost clear their own conscience.
Okay, but if they reach out to you and apologize and say, I'm so sorry I was a jerk, do you accept that, or do you screw you? Because I know some people that won't even accept an apology from their bully from back in the day.
I think it's better for you to, just, okay, put it behind you. That'd be my thought. I mean, who wants to live over like pain from like when you're in elementary school? Just who cares?
Virginia.
What does it matter now?
Didn't you had a bully?
I did. So I was probably maybe like 4th or 5th grade. And there was a girl down the street who was a little bit older than me. She was maybe like in 6th or 7th grade. Definitely bigger in size and more intimidating. And there was a time when she like tried to fight me at the bus stop, and it was pretty intense. And then not too long after she tried to fight me, she got hit by a car 3 houses down from my house.
Yeah, how fast were you driving?
That's a very fair question.
Yes.
I swear it was not me.
Because you don't really need more than 15 miles, just to let you know.
She got hit by an El Camino, and he hit and ran. The guy that hit her was drinking, and she died right there on the scene.
She died?
She died.
Jeez.
My dad ran over there to try to help, and she like died in my dad's arms.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's that depressing story we needed on a Monday.
Maybe don't bully people.
Always leave it up to Virginia. Get that Monday pick me up.
Right. It's that where do we go from here moment.
I didn't know there was that many twisted details about that story. My gosh.